Hello guys, welcome back to the class. So in this class, we will learn or we will get introduced to Kali Linux operating system. If you are very much new to operating system Kali Linux, you may continue this class. Or if you have hands-on Linux distributions like Ubuntu, Fedora, or Red Hat or CentOS, you may skip this class as this class is for absolute beginners. So as you can see that I have already started my Kali Linux operating system in the VirtualBox and I am logged in to Kali Linux using my user account Kiran and password, and this is the interface of the Kali Linux operating system that you have seen in the earlier class. So let's begin this class. Click on the top menu view and then select full screen mode for the benefit of this class so that you can have the full screen mode on your system and you will not confuse with your host operating system. So now you are in full screen mode. On the right top corner, you can see a shutdown icon that you are familiar, I guess. Click on it. Now you can see a pop-up showing different options to log out, restart, shut down, sleep, hibernate, and switch user, etc. that you are familiar with different operating systems that you are using. I will click cancel. Then the lock icon here is to lock the screen. You need password to unlock the screen. Then you can see the battery status 54%. Quite familiar, explanation doesn't require, I guess. Then the bell icon is for system notifications. Then sound settings, and under sound you can see volume, mic settings, and here is volume control mixer. Please be noted that this class is just a system overview of this operating system, which is mostly explanatory. So here let me close this volume control dialog. This box like icon is network manager settings. You can see wired and VPN connections. Now that's system time and calendar, and in the top left corner you can see Kali Linux logo, then minimize desktop icon. And next we have is drop down to go to user Kiran home folder, under which you can see different folders that can be accessed from this place, and such folders are created to every user created on this system or any other system. Next is terminal emulator, which is a shell in Linux environments where you can work with different Linux commands, or this shell is where we are going to spend most of our time throughout this course. Let me close it. The next is custom screen recorder application. Click on the capture button to record video. Here on the top right corner you can see a camera icon. Click to pause or finish recording the video. Save. Click continue to save the file. File is saved under user accounts, that is Kiran in this case, video folder, in MP4 file format. You can rename or change the destination folder. You can see I'm changing it to desktop. See the saved file on the desktop. So that's the recorded video. Let me delete this file. Drag and dropping to trash can to delete this file. Then top left corner, click on Kali logo. You can see a big drop down menu with many items or application listed. This is search bar, and down at the bottom you can see user account name, Kiran in my case, and in here you can see icons for logout, lock screen, and this is system settings manager. Let me close this box and you can access this settings manager from Kali settings. It's same. Under the main Kali menu you can access file manager from here. This is file manager. Path is root home Kiran. Then we have is text editor, just like a notepad application on Windows computers. Then we have a Firefox web browser. On click you can see A default local web page is displayed and some Kali bookmarks on the bookmark toolbar. There is a network issue at the point of recording this video at this time from my internet service provider. So pages are not displaying. You should have sorted by this time, no problem. Then we have Kali docs or Kali documents, a web page short link, a web page shortcut link that should redirect to kali.org/docs page. Then we have shortcut links for different web pages and sites like Kali bugs, training, exploit database, vulnerability hub, and so on. Now under all applications, you can see all applications that are installed on this system, mostly hacking tools and system tools. About XFE, you must know Kali 2021B has by default XFE desktop environment. In the earlier versions of Kali, we had a Xenome desktop or GNOME desktop, we call it GNOME desktop basically. You can read more about this XFE desktop environment from here. This is XFE desktop look and feel that you are experiencing right now. So let me close it. Then we have accessibility. Accessibility to improve keyboard and mouse performance or features. I mean, you can configure keyboard and mouse accessibility from here. Then we have here advanced network configuration manager. Oh, we have Wi-Fi connection listed. I think I have already tried it. Sorry. So, which is not connected. Wi-Fi is not connected, I mean. I thought to install wireless drivers on this fresh installation, which sometimes happen. Anyway, I will show at some point in this course how to install Wi-Fi drivers, as so many has faced this issue earlier also, particularly when external Wi-Fi adapters are connected for Wi-Fi hacking. So you need to install Wi-Fi drivers suitable to that external adapters that you have purchased. So here SSID, that is Wi-Fi connection name, is Ananya, and you can see here is Wi-Fi details, connection name, and other settings. And we have Ethernet connection, that is wired connection connected. Let me close it for now. Under all applications, appearance, we have options to customize the desktop appearance. Most people love to do some desktop changes when they install new operating system. You can see I'm changing the style from default Kali dark to Advaita. It's gray look. Look, this file manager, the look and feel is changed. These are other styles listed. This is Windows 10 look. Doesn't look like Windows 10. So let me change the icons. Yeah, now it looks like Windows to some extent. Now fonts and other settings that you can play around. Let me close it. Under all applications, we have Bluetooth adapters, Bluetooth manager, bulk rename. We will go through all these options when the time comes. This is just as said an overview of operating system itself. And here is the desktop. You can change the desktop background wallpaper from listed wallpapers here. You can also import wallpapers. Just try for yourself and play around with the desktop menu items icons like icon types and size, etc. Let me close it. Next, under all applications, display. You can change the desktop resolution that supports or that suits to your desktop, and we have refresh rate and desktop rotation. To see here, vertical desktop. Now don't twist your head. This could be complicated sometimes. So let me close display settings. Some time ago I had network issue from my ISP, so now it has been resolved I have network connectivity. So let me open the web browser from the menu items. So this is default web page. Open new tab and click on Kali docs bookmark that you are seeing over here. Now you can see page is displayed, or technically page is downloaded. Docs page is downloaded to your system from kali.org web server. Similarly, Facebook, kali.org main page. So this is all about the browser, which we will use as a tool for hacking in web application penetration testing. So let me close it. Now click on Kali logo under all applications, so many tools. Click on file manager settings, and in here you can customize the file manager settings like display or preferences icons in file manager of a file size, format by date wise, icon view by last active or detailed views, etc. And also customizing folder permissions every time you wanna change permission to access the contents in the folder, etc. So next, under settings panel, we have one top panel, which you can see I'm resetting the top panel to vertical left side. You can see that the panel is moved to left of the screen. I guess the icons are not so confusing to see, but if you like the look or comfort of using like this, then you can keep these changes, but I will revert the changes back for the benefit of this course. Now under panel preferences, appearances, you can play with the panel colors and opacity tweaks of the panel you're working on. And in items tab, you can add item to the panel or items to the panel and shuffle the panel items that are existing from its places, from the items places. So let me close the panel settings. Windows Manager tweak to tune or to do some fine tuning of Windows Manager. Under settings workspaces, you can configure setting of workspaces. You can see there are two workspaces on the panel. You can add more workspaces like this. When you are working on so many tools, this would be benefit for you. And in here, margins, you can set the margins of the workspaces, that is screen edges. Then we have under usual applications accessories. This one is Catfish search applications. It is simple and easy file search program in Kali to search files on your system. Then we have a fantastic and useful cherry tree application. This program is like a text editor but stores data in XML and SQL format, and you can create text files or program files or syntaxes like when you're writing a program or a script, and you can keep them in hierarchical structures or like a tree structure. First, you need to create a node. You can see a node that I'm creating, naming it chapter 1, and gave it color red just for identification of the node. And node type is set to rich. You can see that you can create files, nodes and subnodes, either in rich text, plain text, or syntax based like a programming language or a scripting language that I mentioned just now. Click on this little shell icon over here that you are seeing. Now see, you can choose syntax for the file based on the program or script you want to write or do coding, like we have, you're seeing the list over here: ASP, Clisp, DOS batch, then Java, PowerShell, Python, and so many programming based syntax can be written in this cherry tree application, and you can arrange and save them in a hierarchical or a tree structure format. Now I'm adding some notes or a text to node chapter 1. And now I am adding subnodes to main node chapter 1, giving same name to both nodes. You can give different names for different nodes or different subnodes also. Now I am saving the nodes control S to save the file. Now you can see that the data can be saved in two formats as said earlier. SQLite format with and without password protection, and then XML format with and without password protection. And now I am saving the file on the desktop and naming it notes. There you can see notes.ctb file is saved on my desktop. This file you can now add some more text, open with cherry file again, but I will open it later in the same video or same class. Now under usual applications, accessories, we have made calculator application. Self-explanatory, it's just a calculator program. Closing it. Next, under usual applications, accessories, we have notes application, a sticky note kind of a program that I personally use to write reminders basically. If you close this program, it is available at top right of the panel. From there you can either close the program or relaunch running program to add, delete or modify the contents in the notes. Click on remove to close the program. Next, under usual applications, usual application, accessories, we have a screenshot application. Self-explanatory again, just launching to show you. The app is launched. Now you have three areas to capture the screenshot: full screen mode, active window mode, and a selected region. So I'm choosing option 3, select region. Click OK to save screenshot. Choose the destination folder to save. And now click on the save button to save the screenshot image file. Let us open it later again. Then again under usual application, accessories, we have task manager like we have in Windows computers, like a task manager. So this is the task manager interface where you can see running applications processes in your system. You can see CPU %, that is percentage of CPU time, processes listed, percentage of memory used, swap, and these are the running processes as said. Then here is PID, that is process ID of each application or task running in the system. And here is RSS, that is resident set size. It is the amount of RAM used by that application or by the task. We can send a kill command using the terminal to close unwanted applications running in your system, or just select a task and right click on it. Now see, you can stop, kill or terminate the task or play with the priority of the task that you are seeing here. You can change the priority to high to very low or even the particular task. So you can play around with these options over here. Next, under usual application, this time graphic tab, we have image viewer. So this is the image viewer. Click on the file tab, click on open to select the file you want to open. We have a screenshot file that we have saved earlier that I didn't show you after saving the screenshot, to show you or to open that screenshot now in this application. So now you can open that file in the image viewer. So that is the screenshot that we have took earlier. And next, under usual application, internet, we have Chrome browser. Earlier we saw Firefox application or Firefox browser. So that's it. Next, under usual application multimedia, we have parole media player. This is the parole media player that we saw earlier when we recorded a video using Kazam video recorder at the starting of this video, and we opened that mp4 file that we saved using parole media player that you have seen earlier, and this is the same application. So next, under usual application Office, Artril document viewer. Click to launch the application, that is Artril document viewer. Now we need to open some file. We don't have any files. So let us take this notes.ctb that we have saved earlier, which was created using Cherry Tree application. So let's double click. Now Cherry Tree has launched. Let's export this notes.ctb to a PDF so that we can open in Artril document viewer. Now I am exporting as PDF file and exporting it to a desktop. Now in Artril document viewer, click file, open, and choose the file to open in this application. We are choosing the file we have saved or exported as PDF file. So this is the file that you can see I have opened using this application or Artril document viewer. Next, under usual application, other category, Kali undercover mode. It's fantastic feature of Kali. It was actually introduced in 2019 version of Kali, and let me click on it. See, it looks absolutely like Windows operating system, Windows 10 operating system, not Linux or not Kali Linux. Now assume that you are sitting in a public place and performing some remote penetration testing. And what if some person or some other person like who have knowledge in Kali operating system and its use, particularly hacking use, then that person may suspect you, or he may suspect you. Or if criminal is doing some hacking attempts in places like airports, malls, restaurants where Wi-Fi is available or Wi-Fi service is available on pay, then the hacker may use Kali for hacking such Wi-Fi routers. And if persons like you or me who have knowledge in Kali Linux may suspect him, and we may go to the authorities or Wi-Fi service internet provider in complaint regarding such attacks. So in order to escape from such nuisance, hackers use this undercover mode, which is impersonating Windows look and feel to the Kali Linux. So as you see, it looks almost like 99% of the Windows computer. So it's impossible to suspect the person who is using that Kali Linux as a Windows computer. So let me come out of this undercover mode in the same way. You are looking over here. Next, under usual application, system, we have gparted application. Enter the account password. Well, this is gparted program which is used to do the partitions of hard disks. We have only one virtual hard disk listed, that is /deb/sda1 32 GB, and the last small box is swap partition. Swap in Linux is used when actual RAM is completed. And now you can do partition on SDA1 using this program. Right click, delete, resize, move, and other options if other partitions are available. So next we have under Kali logo. So we will see all these tools. These tools are all hacking related tools that are categorized or kept in a hierarchical format based on the functionality of the tools that are using. Like first we have information gathering tools. So all these tools are related to information gathering. That means that these tools are required, or these tools are used to find all about your target or to gather the information related to the target you are doing penetration testing. So again, some tools are subcategorized like DNS analysis. These are all tools related to DNS. Then we have IDS IPS, that is intrusion detection systems and intrusion prevention system related tools. Then we have live host identifications, like you scan the network to find the live systems on a network. So you use tools like fping, hping, rping, so on. Then we have port scanner and network related tools that are sub-categorized under networks and port scanners, like we have nmap and masscan. Then similarly we have OSINT, that is open source intelligent analysis tools. We have Multigo, this is very pretty good tool. Let me tell you that nmap, which is under network and port scanner, requires special attention. It means that you must have very good hands-on or very good command over this tool when you're learning and working. That means when you're learning penetration testing and while conducting penetration testing also, nmap is very much important, and it will give you, or it will fetch very good results, or displays very good information about your target. This tool has been listed in many feature films also, like in the Matrix and so on. Then we have route analysis tools, SMB and so on. These are all the tools that are related to information gathering. It means that to find out the information about the target that you are conducting a penetration testing, these tools are required. Similarly, vulnerability analysis. Again, these tools are useful to find out vulnerability related to certain applications or the target you are conducting a penetration testing. Then we have web application analysis tools. These tools are particularly useful when you are conducting penetration testing on web applications. Again, we have subcategories like CMS and framework identification, that is content management systems. Like for scanning WordPress, WP scan is useful and helpful when you are doing scanning on WordPress applications. Similarly, we have burp suite. This is very much important tool when you are conducting penetration testing on web application, and I'm actually going to create separate course on burp suite, but still I will give a very good class or very good classes on using burp suite on finding vulnerabilities in web application. Similarly, we have web crawlers and directories, directory busters and so on. So all these tools are very much useful when you're doing penetration testing related to web application. Similarly, database assessment tools when you are conducting penetration testing on database. Then we have password attacks. These are all tools related to password attacks. Then we have wireless attack tools. These are tools that are required to conduct penetration testing on wireless devices like Wi-Fi routers. So these tools are very much used when you're doing Wi-Fi penetration testing. Then we have reverse engineering. Then we have exploitation tools, sniffing tools, and post-exploitation tools, forensic, then reporting tools. These tools are very much important to prepare the report of your penetration testing. The objective of this class is only to show you what tools, common tools like browsers, documents, and usual applications like recording multimedia files and so on. So these are all quite common tools. Just I want to tell the newbies what tools are used for what and where they are lies in the system, so that you will feel easy comfort while learning this course. So in the next class we will see Linux file system structure, and then we will go to a command line tutorials, that is basic system commands and network commands, so that you can have hands-on a complete Linux environment to learn this course, learn ethical hacking from entry to expertise. So have a great day. Hello guys, welcome to INSECTECHS. So in this class we are going to learn how to enable WLAN 0 on your Kali Linux machine, which was installed in VirtualBox Linux. If you have installed VirtualBox on host machine, this problem would not arise, that is appearing of WLAN 0 or enabling WNIC, that is wireless network interface card. So most of the people when you have installed, most of the students when you have installed Kali Linux on virtual machine, that is in VM player or even in VirtualBox, students have issues in enabling WLAN 0. As you can see, if I open the terminal over here, let me show you first. Over here we don't see, we have only wired connection which is now enabled after when I clicked it. I have two interfaces, H0 and H1, but we don't have any wireless, that is wireless option to enable over here. And if I type if config in the terminal, config, and if I hit enter, you can see localhost H0 and H1, but we don't have any WLAN 0. Even if I type iwconfig and hit enter, as you can see, no wireless extensions. So how to solve this problem? When you have installed a new Kali Linux machine in VirtualBox, you have to do post installation works. Okay, so first thing is first, assume that this Kali Linux machine which is installed in VirtualBox is assumed to be new. So you have to first update your machine by command sudo apt-get update, hit enter and type your password. And again, this update depends upon your internet service speed. And now you have to upgrade your system. Sudo apt-get dist upgrade, sudo apt-get dist upgrade. If you don't know what these commands are, please watch the tutorial which I've made on Linux commands. Hit enter. And again, this takes a lot of time. You can take a coffee break or you can even take a nap because it takes a lot of time. Again, it depends upon your internet speed. So let me pause the video and come back when the upgrade is finished. So let me shut down my system first. Now this is the Kali machine and you have to hit on settings icon over here, and if you see under network we have bridge adapter and Qualcomm Atheros wireless network adapter. This is inbuilt WNIC that I got with my computer. So I don't have any external adapter right now. Actually I have, but I did not connect it to my machine. So let me go to USB, and here I have this Realtek 802-11 AC NIC, which is actually my external WNIC. Let me remove it first. Hit me OK. Now let me go back to the settings once again, and now I have enabled only one adapter, a bridge adapter, and this is my inbuilt WNIC, and I don't have any other external WNICs, that is external Wi-Fi cards. So let me show you two methods how to enable WLAN 0, and let me restart my Kali Linux machine. So as you can see over here, my host machine, okay, you can see my host machine is connected to my wireless router. It's not a wired connection, and as you can see, I can access the internet. Kali machines installed in VirtualBox can access internet even though if your host machine is connected to a wireless router and it shows as a Ethernet only, or H0 or H1, as you can see over here. If config, and still you can know WLAN 0, and still you can access the internet. For example, if I want to ping my website, ping insectechs.in, we are getting the ping replies, and you can see over here we have only wired connection but not a wireless connection. Okay, so now we have connected to internet and we can access full internet services. In order to enable WLAN 0, you have to install compact Kali Linux wireless drivers. Okay, if you type download compact wireless Kali Linux, you can see index of sources from the first link, devgateworks.com. Download the driver that is suitable for your system. So let me scroll down, and in here you have bunch of compressed files, compact wireless drivers, and let me hit on this one, compact wireless 2010-826, or you can go to 2010. This is suitable for my machine. Actually I have already downloaded the file. Let me close this terminal and let me go. I have already downloaded. As you can see, this is the compressed file, compact wireless 2010-626.p tar bz2. Let me delete this folder. Open the terminal in this folder, so we don't need to navigate again here. Right click, open in terminal, and so we are in currently downloads folder, and there's a compressed file which we have downloaded. Let me extract tar jxvf and the name of the compressed file. Hit enter, and as you can see we have extracted the files which is inside this compressed file. And let me navigate to this folder which is compact wireless and 210.6 so on. Let me navigate via terminal, ls cd ls. Now shoot the command sudo and type your password. Sorry, that is sudo make unload. I forgot to type make unload. And if you don't know what commands I'm typing, please go back to the Linux class which I've already done. And next command is sudo make load and hit enter. And if you now go back to this interface, as you can see, now you have a wireless option enabled, which was not there earlier. Okay, so now you can click on this and enable the WLAN 0. Okay, before that, make sure once reboot your system. So now you can see we have Wi-Fi WLAN 0. Let me type if config and hit enter. So we have WLAN 0 and WLAN 1. Okay, so this is how you can actually enable WLAN 0 on your virtual machine, which is installed in hypervisors like your VirtualBox or a VMware. But student, if you are learning ethical hacking or any other penetration testing course, and if you are practicing wireless hacking, using inbuilt Wi-Fi card will not support hacking practices. That is, it will not support monitor mode, and it will not support packet injections. So for that, you have to purchase an external network interface card, wireless network interface card like Alpha or TP-Link and so on. I have this Alpha network card, which actually, okay, let me show you. This is the image of my Alpha Wi-Fi external Wi-Fi adapter. And now let me show you how to install drivers. So this external WNIC can be detected on this machine, and you can access internet by connecting to the wireless router. So let me shut down the system first. As you can see over here, now the Kali line is powered off. So now let me go to the settings button under USB. If I click on this plus icon, USB, add new USB filter, I have only port which is my mobile, and I have optical mouse and so on. So my Wi-Fi adapter is not connected. Let me connect it to my physical machine. You can see the sound, I guess, and let me see if it pops here. Now it's not popping up. Now let me click on it once again. Now you can see Realtek 802.11 AC NIC. Now you have to add it. Let me choose USB 2.0, click on it and add Realtek. Now we have added, or you can say we have plugged the external NIC, WNIC, and now Kali Linux will recognize this external device. Click on OK and restart your machine once again. So now let us install drivers for our WNIC that I have, that is Alpha network device, which I have shown you in the image earlier. But before that, let me tell you a small difficulty in this, not installing the drivers, Kali Linux drivers, but when you have installed Kali Linux machine in a virtual box, please do not use inbuilt Wi-Fi card, because if you are using your Wi-Fi NIC to a host machine, then Kali may not function. Most probably Kali will not detect it. It will show as Ethernet only, even though if you have enabled a Wi-Fi card like this over here. So, and if you are a student of ethical hacking from any trainer, not only me, from any trainer, make sure that you have external WIC that supports monitor mode and that supports packet injection. So I am now going to install drivers for WNIC. For that, you have to first open your terminal and type the command that I'm going to give over here. Sudo apt install -y Linux headers. You name build essential dkms git and hit enter. Don't worry, I'm going to give this command in the description. Hit enter. Now let me open the Firefox browser. Now we are going to clone from GitHub this repository. So copy this link and git clone, and then let me paste it and hit enter. Destination path already exists because I have already downloaded it. So let me repeat for this tutorial once again. Git clone, enter, and the cloning has begun once again. And if I type ls, you can see a folder 8814au. Let me navigate into the folder cd 8814au and type ls, and this is the file that you need to install. Enter. And now let me type install driver .sh. Do you want to edit the driver options? No. Type N and hit enter. And do you want to apply new options and reboot now? Yes, you have to reboot your machine. Okay, hit enter. Yes. So now guys, let me click on this option over here. So as you can see over here, my system Kali machine is automatically connected to my Wi-Fi router, which has SSID Maha Ananya, as you can see over here. Or you can actually click on another SSID, which is also again connected because I have already given the passwords. Yeah, now you can actually connect it. Okay, so this is how you can actually install Kali Linux drivers for your external WNIC wireless network interface card, and you can practice your hacking classes for Wi-Fi hacking. So have a great day guys. Thank you for watching the video, and do subscribe to the YouTube channel INSECTECHS.